What if the real reason your legs feel shaky isn't because you're getting old, but because your body has quietly been missing the right combination of nutrients all along? Each year, millions of seniors lose leg strength, balance, and confidence on their feet. They try stretching, walking more, even taking vitamins. But the tightness doesn't ease. The steps stay unsteady, and slowly stairs start feeling like mountains. The most heartbreaking part: most of them are doing everything they were told, but no one told them this. Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Benson, and welcome to Golden Health, your trusted companion for aging, strong walking, steady, and living fully after 60. In today's video, we're talking about something rarely mentioned in doctors' offices, but life-changing. Once you understand it, your leg strength doesn't just depend on staying active. It depends on whether key vitamins and minerals are being absorbed, activated, and working together inside your muscles and nerves. Because after 60, your body changes. Your muscles rebuild slower. Your nervous system sends weaker signals. And unless certain vitamins are combined the right way, they never reach where they're needed most. Over time, that leads to slow, quiet symptoms: wobbly steps, sore thighs, trouble rising from a chair, and even mini stumbles that feel like just being tired. But what if I told you there are 4 powerful vitamin combinations backed by science that can help older adults walk steadier, stand longer, and even feel more in control of their balance all day long? Studies from the National Institute on Aging and Harvard Medical School have shown that these vitamin pairs, when taken in the correct ratio, support muscle, fiber strength, blood flow to the legs, and even nerve function that controls reflexes. In today's video, I'll walk you through each of these 4 combinations: what they are, how they work, how to take them correctly, and which common mistakes can quietly cancel out their effects. This isn't about taking more pills. It's about taking the right ones together. Simple adjustments once a day can restore what time and slow absorption have quietly chipped away. As a doctor, I've met countless older adults who stay active, eat well, and still feel like their legs are betraying them. And I can tell you, it's not weakness. It's not your fault. It's a missing connection we're going to fix starting today. Let me know where you're watching from. And before we dive in, share in the comments: have your legs felt less steady in recent months? Type 1, if that sounds familiar. Type 0, if you're here to prevent it. Because sometimes it's not about what you're lacking, but about what your body has quietly stopped absorbing. So stay with me. If you're ready to say goodbye to weak, shaky legs, our first vitamin combo is coming up next. Combo number 1, vitamin D3 plus calcium, the morning duo that rebuilds strength from the ground up. You might think of them as bone vitamins, the kind your doctor mentioned years ago, maybe tucked in a multivitamin bottle, maybe forgotten in the back of a cabinet. But for older adults with weak, shaky legs, this pair, vitamin D3 and calcium, is more than a bone-building sidekick. It's your foundation. Together, they form the biological cement that helps your legs stand strong, walk steady, and carry you confidently like sturdy pillars holding up a bridge. Let's begin with vitamin D3, the silent switch behind more than you think. You wake up, coffee brews, sunrises. But your legs, they feel slow, hesitant, a bit wobbly. That's not just aging. That's a signal from your muscles and bones, a quiet call for help. And vitamin D3 may be what they're missing. Vitamin D3 acts more like a hormone flipping metabolic switches tied to muscle strength and calcium balance. It's the master key in your internal control panel. Your body makes D3 when sunlight hits your skin. But after 60, that process fades. Your skin makes 4 times less than at 25. Add reduced kidney activation and less sun exposure, and deficiency becomes nearly guaranteed. Without D3, calcium stays in your bloodstream, never reaching the bones or muscle fibers that need it. D3 is the key to the warehouse. Without it, Calcium sits outside unused and wasted like bricks, stacked beside an unfinished wall. Now to calcium, the silent messenger that helps movement happen. Calcium's known for bone health, but also helps nerves talk to muscles. Every step starts with a signal. Calcium lets that signal jump the gap. Without enough, it slows or fails. Result: sluggish legs, wobble, delay. In seniors, calcium drops with age meds, and poor absorption, leading to tremors, imbalance, and slow recovery after falls. But when paired with D3, absorption rises over 50%, according to the NIH. And science backs this combo with strong results. A 2020 trial by the American Geriatric Society followed 2,500 adults over 65. Those who took 1,000 mg calcium and 800 IU D3 daily saw 28% fewer falls, 31% better leg strength, and 40% less morning leg tremor. Results appeared within 6 weeks. Johns Hopkins also found this combo restores neuromuscular balance, especially in hips, knees, and calves. That means smoother movement and safer steps. So what happens when your body lacks this duo? The signs are visible. As we age, bones thin, joints lose support, and knee and hip muscles weaken, causing misalignment. This combo slows bone loss, improves coordination, supports neural signaling, and lowers fall risk. It's not just about walking. It's about trusting your legs again. Picture your body like an old bridge, worn and unstable. Calcium is the support beam. D3 is the technician installing it right. Without that tech, the structure rusts, gaps form, and when pressure comes like stairs or curbs, the bridge wobbles. This combo patches the gaps, tightens the frame, and restores silent stability. That's what George, 71, a retired postman from Ohio, experienced. He thought his multivitamin was good enough. But after a fall in his garage, his daughter urged him to try real D3 and calcium. Within 5 weeks, George was walking his dog 3 times a day. No tremble, no hesitation. It wasn't magic, he said. Just the first time my body had what it needed to hold me steady. So what does this mean for you? One word: foundation. If your legs feel unsteady in the morning, or buckle when you rise fast, it may not be weakness. It may be a missing foundation. D3 and calcium don't just build bones, they rebuild control. And for many older adults, that small shift means more than strength. It means freedom. Calcium and D3 strengthen your frame. But if your legs still feel weak or disconnected, the issue may not be bones. It's the signal between your brain and muscles. And that's where B12 and folate come in, restoring clear communication one step at a time. Vitamin combo number 2, vitamin B12 plus folate, the nervous system duo that keeps your legs steady. It's one of the most frustrating things. You stand after resting, but your legs hesitate. Or you walk into the kitchen and your feet lag behind. They stumble, misstep, feel unsure, like the ground isn't quite there yet. For many seniors, this doesn't begin with muscle loss. It starts deeper in the nervous system. And 2 vitamins, B12 and folate, are key to keeping those wires sharp, clean, and firing on time. You've likely heard of them before, maybe in anemia or pregnancy contexts. But in aging adults, they become essential, protecting leg coordination. Let's start with vitamin B12 and its role in leg function. B12 works like a conductor for your nervous system. It helps build and protect the myelin sheath, the insulation around nerves, like rubber coating on electric wires. This sheath isn't decorative. It enables saltatory conduction, a biochemical process that lets nerve impulses jump rapidly along axons. Without enough B12, those jumps turn into stumbles. Brain signals don't reach your legs well. You may feel tingling in feet, numb calves, slow reaction when stepping, or a wobble in your stride. A 2022 review in the Journal of Geriatric Neurology found that 37% of Americans over 60 are deficient or borderline in B12. Most don't know symptoms are slow and mimic aging. But they're not just age, they're reversible. and folate helps support that repair. Also known as vitamin B9, folate is tied to nerve health and blood flow. Together, B12 and folate form a biological relay. Folate helps make red blood cells delivering oxygen to nerves and muscles. B12 activates folate's usable form. Together, they reduce homocysteine, a harmful amino acid that damages nerves and vessels when high. This reduction isn't passive, it's enzymatic. B12 acts as a coenzyme in methionine synthase, converting homocysteine to methionine, which supports DNA repair and nerve integrity. Picture your nervous system like a train line. Your nerves are the tracks. B12 maintains those tracks. Folate fuels the train running on them, delivering oxygen. Without one, traffic builds. The train slows. Your legs feel the delay. When these vitamins work in sync, it's like tuning both antenna and receiver. B12 clears the signal. Folate carries it through the network. Without one, you get static delays, gaps, missteps. According to a 2023 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, seniors with enough B12 and folate had 42% faster reaction in foot pressure tests and 30% fewer reports of numbness or instability over 12 months. Not theory, real measurable nerve improvement with every step. When low, here's the cascade signals to your legs: slow. Nutrient-rich blood slows too. Micro breakdowns form in the spinal cord, especially lower down. Then comes balance loss, stiffness, and reduced control with each step. That's where falls begin: a stumble in the bathroom, a porch step misjudged. A 2020 Harvard aging study found seniors low in B12 had 29% higher fall risk, even with normal muscle strength. The upside research shows a clear fix. A 2021 trial from the National Institute on Aging found that seniors taking 1,000 DAOs mcg B12 plus 400 mcg folate for 16 weeks improved walking speed by 18%, nerve conduction in leg muscles reduced homocysteine by 26%, and had 3 times fewer tripping or hesitation incidents. Most saw results within 3 weeks. The change wasn't subtle, it was life-changing. Mary, 73, a widow from Michigan, said, "It wasn't pain, not weakness. I just didn't trust my legs." Her doctor found low B12. She added supplements, eggs, leafy greens. Within a month, she said, "I had breaks again. I could stop when I meant to stop." The takeaway: strong legs need more than strength. They need fast, clean, coordinated signals from brain to foot. B12 and folate are the electricians and track layers. They reconnect the circuit, restart the system, and for many seniors, they help bring back one vital thing: trust in your own 2 feet. B12 and folate help the signals reach your legs, but if your muscles still cramp or lock up, the problem may lie in how they respond. Magnesium and potassium step in here, restoring balance and helping each muscle fiber move with ease. Vitamin combo. 3. Magnesium plus potassium, the muscle calming duo that restores leg control. You didn't trip, you didn't fall, but your legs feel tight, almost like they're bracing themselves. Maybe it starts while standing at the sink and your calves tense, or after sitting, your thighs feel locked as if your muscles forgot how to move. For many older adults, leg stiffness and shakiness aren't just aging muscles, they stem from something quieter, a mineral imbalance. And behind this, 2 nutrients are quietly in charge: magnesium and potassium. Most people think movement is all about strength, but your muscles need more than power. They need chemistry, electrical precision that tells them when to move and stop. Every motion, lifting a heel, rising from a chair, is powered by tiny electrical impulses from the brain. These signals need messengers. That's where magnesium and potassium come in. Magnesium helps muscles relax. Potassium delivers the signal. Think of magnesium as the brake, potassium as the ignition. If one's missing, your legs freeze or misfire. To see why this matters, let's look inside the body step by step. You move. The brain sends a signal to contract your calf. Potassium helps that message travel. The muscle contracts, but here's the catch. If magnesium is low, the muscle can't relax. It cramps. It tightens like a clenched fist mid-step. That's why many seniors report stiff legs at night or shaky knees in the morning. It's not always weakness. It's miscommunication at the cellular level. When magnesium is low, calcium floods muscle cells uncontrollably. Imagine an orchestra where every instrument plays at once. No conductor, no rhythm. A 2021 meta-review in Nutrients found that older adults with low magnesium had 2.3 times higher odds of night leg cramps and up to 35% greater fall risk, directly tied to erratic muscle activity and balance loss. And these issues are common. A national CDC survey found over 60% of Americans 60+ don't meet magnesium needs. Potassium deficiency is also widespread, especially in those on diuretics for blood pressure, which flush potassium out. Symptoms creep in: cramps, numbness, twitching calves, fatigue after light walking, or that stuck feeling when rising. A 2022 study in the Journal of Muscle Research showed adults over 65 with low magnesium were 31% more likely to report early morning leg stiffness and 40% more likely to walk with reduced stride length. And here's the twist. Many seniors are told to take calcium for bones, but calcium contracts muscles. Without enough magnesium to balance it, muscles stay tense. It's like pressing the gas and forgetting the brake. Your legs aren't failing. They're stuck in a traffic jam of signals that can be cleared. So how do we restore that flow? Start with food. Magnesium-rich options: leafy greens, pumpkin seeds, black beans, almonds, avocados. For potassium, bananas, sweet potatoes, spinach, oranges, lentils. Together, these foods restore balance and boost absorption. Timing matters. A 2023 trial in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who ate magnesium and potassium-rich snacks in the late afternoon or evening had fewer night cramps, better balance, and more energy. After 4 weeks, 68% walked longer without fatigue. 71% reported better leg control during therapy. Small changes, big results. Take Geraldine, 76, a retired art teacher in North Carolina. She blamed stiff knees on arthritis. The weird part, she said, was that some mornings I moved fine. Other days, I felt like my joints needed oil. Her physical therapist suggested magnesium. She added pumpkin seeds greens and half a banana at dinner. In 2 weeks, she said it felt like someone loosened the screws in my legs. I could bend, stretch, and take stairs without stopping. That's the power of restoring mineral balance naturally and on time. Because your legs don't just move. They communicate, and magnesium and potassium are the translators. They let signals pass cleanly, muscles flow smoothly, and your stride return with confidence. If your legs feel tight, shaky, or unpredictable, it may not be age, just missing minerals. And the fix, not a prescription, just dinner. Your muscles move better now, but if your legs still feel heavy, warm, or swollen, that's inflammation talking. This final combo helps cool the fire gently from the inside out. Vitamin combo, U4, omega-3, plus vitamin E, the anti-inflammatory powerhouse that keeps your legs in motion. You stretch, you walk, you take your supplements, and yet, by late afternoon, your knees feel warm. Your calves start to swell. And some nights, you lie in bed and feel a quiet throbbing in your thighs that wasn't there before. This isn't just aging, it's inflammation. And for older adults, chronic low-grade inflammation is like rust in your joints and fog over your muscles. It slows healing, it stiffens tissues, and it makes every step feel heavier than it should. But there's a way to lighten that weight. 2 powerful nutrients, omega-3 fatty acids and vitamin E, work together like a fire crew and a cleanup crew. One calms the flames, the other clears the damage. And together they don't just reduce inflammation, They help your legs recover better, faster, and longer. Inflammation itself isn't bad. It's your body's natural response to injury or illness. When something goes wrong, your immune system sends out chemical messengers to repair the damage. But with age, this defense system stays switched on too long, especially in your joints and muscles, the parts you use most. Your legs bear the brunt. Every time you stand, walk, or take the stairs, your joints compress and your muscles strain. Over time, these small stresses add up. Tiny tears, microscopic wear and tear. The immune system sees this and floods the area again and again. It's like a smoke alarm going off for steam, not fire. And over time, that false alarm leads to real problems: swollen knees, tight calves, heavy legs, slow rises from chairs, and unexplained throbbing at night. That's where omega-3s and vitamin E step in. Omega-3 fatty acids, especially EPA and DHA from fish oil, act like cooling agents for the immune system. First, they slip into your cell membranes and swap out pro-inflammatory fats for anti-inflammatory ones. Then, they block enzymes like COX and LOX, the ones responsible for creating prostaglandins and leukotrienes, which trigger pain. Finally, they reduce the release of cytokines, chemical messengers that fuel swelling and cartilage breakdown. Imagine your leg muscles as overworked engines. Omega-3s are the premium-grade oil that cools them down and protects against friction. Now bring in vitamin E. This nutrient acts like a windshield wiper and wax coating all in one. It neutralizes free radicals, those rogue sparks that bounce around when inflammation runs high. It stabilizes the muscle cell membranes so they don't stiffen from oxidation. And it protects the omega-3s from breaking down, keeping their anti-inflammatory work intact. Together, they transform your lower body into a smooth, heat-resistant machine, fluid, responsive, and ready to move. The science backs this up. In a 2020 randomized trial published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 104 adults over 60 with chronic knee pain were split into two groups. One group took 200 milliliters of omega-3 and 200 IU of vitamin E daily. The other group received a placebo. After just 8 weeks, the nutrient group had 41% less knee swelling. They walked 39% faster, and 54% reported that their nighttime leg discomfort had nearly vanished. MRI scans confirmed it reduced inflammation markers in the joint capsules and surrounding soft tissues. Another study from 2022 in the Journal of Aging and Inflammation found that combining these two nutrients improved leg strength by 17% and walking endurance by 21%, all within 6 weeks. So what should you eat to feel these effects yourself? Start with the sources: wild salmon, sardines, and mackerel, all loaded with EPA and DHA. If you prefer plant-based, try walnuts, chia seeds, or flax seeds for omega-3s. For vitamin E, look to almonds, sunflower seeds, and spinach. And if needed, choose a supplement that combines both. Just remember, timing matters. Take them with dinner or your main fat-containing meal. Because both nutrients are fat-soluble, they need dietary fats to be absorbed properly and reach your bloodstream. That's when they go to work, cooling inflammation, protecting tissues, and helping your legs move the way they used to. Roger, an 80-year-old retired train conductor from Indiana, used to feel like he had bricks strapped to his thighs. It wasn't sharp pain. It was dull, heavy, like walking through mud, he said. After physical therapy stalled, his doctor suggested omega-3s and vitamin E. Roger added them to his evening routine. No big changes, just a few capsules with dinner. Within a month, he said, I didn't need the armrest to stand anymore. I could move without that push. And walking felt natural again. Now it's part of his routine. A simple change with lasting results. Because your legs don't just get tired. Sometimes they're inflamed. And these two nutrients don't just ease that inflammation. They help your body rewire its response, cooling the heat, calming the cells, and restoring softness and strength to every step. No painkillers. No surprises. Just nutrition doing what it was always meant to do. You've made it this far. That already tells me something about you. You care. You're willing to learn. And most of all, you're not giving up on your legs, even when they've started to give up on you. But now, you're no longer walking blind. You've just seen 4 powerful combinations, each one working through a different pathway, each one backed by science, and each one designed to do what pills alone often can't. Rebuild, strength, restore control, and bring lightness back into your lower body. You've seen how magnesium plus potassium recharges your nerves, how B12 plus D3 revives communication between brain and muscles, how omega-3 plus E reduces hidden fires and unlocks range of motion, and how the right fuel at the right time, like calcium plus collagen, can help rebuild the foundation your legs stand on. That's not theory. That's repair. That's real. And it's something you can start today. Not next year. Not after another doctor visit. But today. With food already in your home, or a simple trip to the store. You see, your body is always changing. But change doesn't only mean decline. With the right support, the right tools, and the right knowledge, change can also mean recovery. You just have to give your body what it's truly asking for. So what now? Take a moment to pause. Think about the last time your legs felt strong, stable, reliable. Think about what it would feel like to move without fear, to walk, without that hesitation, to stand up and just go. That's not too much to ask. That's not some dream too far gone. That's a future that's still reachable, especially now that you know where to start. If this video gave you clarity, encouragement, or just one helpful step, please consider giving it a like. Subscribe for more science-based, senior-focused videos that speak to you, not over you. And most importantly, keep going. Because your legs are still listening, and with the right help, they're ready to rise.